Incoming transmission.
Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It is a bonus review day today, and it's the 28th of March, so welcome to a Retro Revival show. Unscheduled. No, I wasn't going to say unscheduled. I kind of owed you this one, because Zelda Week ran over by a day. So here we are with Tourmaline, I think that's how you pronounce it. And doesn't this look familiar? It's very much Boulder Dash, but it seems to be quite amped up. I love the diamond animation. That is really, really nice. And you can drop bombs now as well. So if you get stuck, you can just drop a bomb and it'll blow up any of the rocks that you can not bypass. Just make sure you don't trap yourself, because if you blow up the bomb and you're in its vicinity, you will also detonate. So you've got to stay away from that. But this is absolutely lovely. Music is phenomenally good. And the design is awesome. I'd say it's more of a homage to Boulder Dash than a complete rework or rip-off. I hate the word rip-off. I love the little main character though. He's really, really cute, which is Ace. You can see here that some of the enemies on the screen there actually contribute towards the diamonds. Now, to exit a stage, you need to collect all the diamonds on the level, and then you will progress to the next stage. Now, when I didn't realise that you had to do that. So that's quite, I'm picking these things up as we go along. But yes, the enemies also turn into diamonds. So you see here, I can't get out, so I've got to use my bomb, which is a lovely little animation there as well. There seems to be unlimited bombs as well. I can't see anywhere on the screen that denotes lives either, so I'm not quite sure how many we've got. But I will play through and give you as much gameplay as I can, without making it too long for you. But this is really nice game to play. Very smooth indeed. It's quite fast as well, so you've got to be careful of that. But it's absolutely glorious. I love the sort of bubbly lava animation around the outside of the screen as well. That's really nice. But yeah, obviously this is influenced quite heavily by Boulder Dash, and I would say as well with a hint of Bomberman. But that's no bad thing, because both games are absolutely brilliant fun to play, and this game is no exception. And oops-a-daisy, I got too close. So that will happen. And okay, so it looks like if you do lose a life, you reset the stage rather than pick up where you left off. So be very careful when you play this game, because if you're not careful and you wipe yourself out, then you have to start again from the very start of the level. You can see here, I'm managing to push. You can push the boulders around, but just don't get stuck where you can't push them, otherwise you just cannot get out. So you've got to be very careful of stuff like that. But I love the screen layout. The level design's really, really nice. A lot of thought's gone into this. And the music as well. The music's fantastic. Love it. And now we're getting different music. Oh, this is nice. This is an awesome soundtrack. I would recommend playing this game if it's not just for the soundtrack, because it's awesome. I love the fact that the level design changes, and you have to sometimes really have to think about what you're going to do, because these enemies can be a little unpredicting. Predicting? That's not even a word. You can't predict. They're unpredictable. That's what I was trying to say. There you go. Got there eventually. They're unpredictable in their patterns where they move, so you can't really predict where they're going to be. So you've got to also be careful of that. So that's quite a nice design as well. Hope that's intentional, because that's very clever programming. Have erratic patterns on the bad guys there. So I'm going to try and drop a rock on him. There we go. And I like that, because if you've got an AI that challenges you while you play, well, you can't predict where these things are going to happen. I'm using the word predict a lot, but you can see why, because these guys. There we go. I just lost another life. Oops. But it would be nice to have a life counter or something. I can't see anywhere that we have lives or how many diamonds we've got left to collect. But, you know, it's minor stuff. This game's this is a joy to play. I'm really, really enjoying this. This is an indie game as well, by the way. It's not one of the mainstreams. It's a quite recent game, I believe. It's very good, though. And if you haven't played Tourmaline yet, then I suggest you pop and download it, because it's absolutely brilliant. And if you enjoyed Boulder Dash, and why wouldn't you, this game more than makes up for the things that let Boulder Dash down, which isn't very much, to be fair. But this is lovely. If you enjoy... I'm really not concentrating on those boulders, am I? Never mind, let's go again. So you can see there, it does make you think. If you're not careful, you can lose lives very, very easily. And yeah, you need to have a bit of thinking power before you unleash the rocks, because if you do and then you get squashed, it's life over and then level reset, which obviously, if you're down to your very last diamond, can be a little frustrating. Not sure about continues or anything at this point, because I'm not there yet. You're playing this game with me for the first time. If you guys haven't played this game yet, you can head over to the website and download it. Just look up Tourmaline in Google, you should be able to find that. But put ZX Spectrum in, or I can, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put the link in for you in the description, and then you can just go and download it yourself and have a fun play. Make sure you've got it in 128K as well, because you get all this fantastic music, and it's just, oh, it's lovely. Love this music. This music reminds me a little bit of Batman the movie on the Spectrum as well. There's a couple of levels on there where this music is very sort of not samey, but it's sort of the same style. I kind of like that because I love the music in Batman the movie as well. So, but this is glorious, absolutely lovely. It's very easy to pick up and play. So, you know, the difficulty curve is there, but it's not unforgiving. And you can see here I'm trying to bomb these enemies, and now you can see it's getting difficult now because it's easier if you can trap them, but if you can't trap them and they're just wandering loose around the screen, there we go, and I can block them in a little bit now. But if they're wandering loose around the screen, they are much, much harder to detonate. So you can use these bubbles here to trap them and hope they're going to stay still. There's another one done. Now we're going to try and get him without him running away as well. So yeah, it's all about timing and a bit of luck as well mixed in. Let's see if we can just bomb him. There we go, fantastic. But the bubbly lava's really nice touch. I like that. It's kind of nice programming. That gives you something interesting rather than just black on the outside borders, which is really nice. So yeah, hat off to the developer for this one. It's absolutely brilliant. I do like this sort of game as well. I really, really liked Boulder Dash, to be honest. The Boulder Dash series of games, really enjoyed those. So to have something that's a lot more up to date is really, really good. I'm glad that they used Boulder Dash as an influence, because it is a good game, and this really... Oh god, how close was that? Alright, that was just pure luck, I think, that he didn't run out there and squish me, but never mind. So look at the way the diamonds come out as well. They're not set to a certain pattern either. They came out on both sides of the screen, so that was really cool. So that was nice for the sort of random drops there. So you couldn't predict which side... There's that word again. Couldn't predict which side they were going to drop, so that was really good. Now he's escaped, so this is going to be fun, isn't it? So we want to try and, yeah, trap it. Oh, that was a fantastic miss. So yeah, we want to try and blow him up without getting hit. Oh, spoke too soon there, folks. But you can see the level design. A lot of thought's gone into these, and you know, it's very good, very good. It's very addictive. I will warn you now, very addictive game. But you know, if a game's not addictive, then where's the fun factor? Because if a game doesn't keep you wanting to come back for more, then there's something missing from it, I think. But yeah, this is... Go and download it. Trust me. Find us, if you haven't got a ZX Spectrum to play it on, by the way, find yourself an emulator. Spectaculator is one of the best ones on the market, but I'm sure there's other people that will give you some ideas on which Spectrum emulator is their favourite. But there's plenty to choose from out there, so have yourself a look and see what works for you. This you can download this, you can transfer it to a Spectrum tape, or you can play it on emulation. Struggle getting that word out as well. Thank you ever so much, by the way, for tuning in. I do appreciate the fact you like my reviews, and thank you ever so much for the very kind comments that you guys leave me. It's absolutely brilliant. And I might have to do a homebrew week at some point, so that you guys can check out some of the other games that have been released by home coders recently as well. I think, give you an idea of Solus on the C64 being one of my favourite homebrew games. It's really, really good. Released by Cytronic Software. So have a look at that as well if you fancy a good gander at how good games can be these days compared to what they were back in the day. It's because people now are actually understanding how the hardware can be pushed. Whereas back in the day, as they say, people didn't really know how to push the machine to its limits. So, you know, it's nice to see that people can actually push the spectrum to do what it couldn't do back then. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. This has been Rich for the Retro Revival Show, and I will catch you again tomorrow. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.